Okay, so let's start with what I have to do in the master bathroom. My toilet stopped really filling very quickly, and I've already taken off the top of it so I could kind of look in there. I imagine there's lots of mineral buildup and crud, just as you can kind of see at the bottom. It looks like I think the easiest fix is just to replace this. I've also got to do this on the other toilet, the second toilet, the half bathroom. I've already pulled that one off, and I've bought one. Hopefully it fits it. If it doesn't, every now and then you just kind of have to hit and miss. For me, I'm an amateur, to get it to work. This part's working fine. I'm not fixing it. Leave it alone. It's not leaking. This one is the bathroom sink in the master bath. I have already removed and cleaned and actually done the mineral issue on this one. I did that without videoing it. This sink, the water's working good. I actually need to get the minerals off of this, but just the deposits, it's not in bad shape. It's more right there a little bit. I need to go put it in my CLR that I've been cleaning the other ones in. And you can see the little rubber gasket, it needs that. It was also draining a little slow. So I'm taking this opportunity to repair that as well. And in the master bathtub, we've got this little beauty going on. It originally had no water, and I had filled it with water and brought a dirty bucket in here so I could flush my toilet, because I understand that when water freezes, it's a problem. It does have a drip. I'm turning on with pliers. Great technique. I do have this rubber gaskets in here that were full of crud. I am waiting for that part to come in. I ordered it on Amazon, and unfortunately I dropped that little specific pin for this Moen faucet. I'm trying to fish it out with a magnet. Not having much success. I may have to order one, or I might just replace the faucet, because I just replaced this last year, but I broke the plastic piece getting it off. And moving on, let's see the other issues that I'm already dealing with. I'm just kind of giving a broad overview of everything. Let's see. In the second bathroom, I also need to remove this faucet. It's a little bit different. It's also a Moen. I've had some issues getting to the screw in here. I had to pop that off. It's not like the other one. The other one has a little Allen wrench screw in the side. This one was a little bit disguised. I had to pop that out, but I've got to find a screwdriver that I can access and fix that. This toilet is working. I'm not messing with it. So far, so good. This is the sink I was working on yesterday. It had all my guest stuff in it. I was Airbnb in there for a while. Have to put this air conditioning vent back up. My daughter used this bathroom, and she didn't get quite all of her stuff. But anyway, you can see some of the crud that came out of this, and I haven't gotten that out of the mineral thing yet. I do have it soaking, and I have not picked up the screen yet. Have not looked at my other rubber gaskets, but I may just throw this one back together just because I've got so much to do right now. Moving on. I guess a pipe froze or something in my closet of this second bedroom. As you can see, I had a wet thing up here. It seems dry. I got the patch on the pipe pretty quickly because that's another thing I did right away, was go up in the attic, and I traced along through all of the nasty blown insulation, every single pipe, and looked for any issues. And I put a fan on that. I don't feel any moisture. I'll have to kilt it. But I'm gonna make sure it's dry, and from the ceiling as well, up in the attic. Looks like everything's pretty much okay. This could use some paint, but there's no damage from the storm. I also am repairing a plug, but I was already in the process of that. I hate all those extra wires sticking out. Every time somebody comes in and puts in cable or internet or whatever, they start dropping this stuff. So while I was all through the attic, I just went ahead and pulled all this mess towards here, and I didn't have the snippers to snip it off. So I just got them when I got out, and I'll trace those back and snip them off later. Kind of living like a hog around here. It was very cold. My heat didn't work. So I was sleeping by the fireplace on a massage table using some radiant barrier that I shoved up on my fireplace and rolled up poorly and put in the closet. Don't worry, I'm not worrying about that. But back to my damages. Lots of dirty stuff because my washing machine took a hit. It's unplugged right now. It was running water and not spinning and draining. So my clothes did not get clean on that first go round. I did try to manually hit the drain and spin cycle, which worked a little bit, but not really as good as I would have liked. So I did dry them, and unfortunately they did not really come clean. But what I did discover is, there's a good bit of heat that comes out of your dryer. So I do need to, I let that come in my house. I was cold. I will reattach this to my dryer. The dryer is working. I do still have a little bit of water to mop up back here, but I got the majority of it. Need to clean the corners where there was some water. But it does not seem to be leaking right now. I do need to go in and see if there's some screens in there to clean. Not crazy about it, but these little inlets are, I believe, computerized. I'm not positive about that, and I have taken these off before because I've moved this. So I'm gonna have to do that and check it, and I don't know if there's screens on this. They're probably original. I'm not positive. Then we'll go to this little half bath. It's another little nightmare. Not a ton of damage. However, I did have a pipe that busted right here. This was wet drywall and not a patch job here at all. Just the pipe has been repaired already and the drywall needs to be repaired. That's just something I took down right away when I saw that the drywall was getting wet. Thought I'd look and see if there was anything coming from the vent. There wasn't, so I do need to put that back up. As you can see, here's this one I've already cleaned, and the rubber gasket is in there by my CLR. This is the first toilet that decided it was not going to work. This is my new part. It's not exactly like the old part, but it's like that part on the other one, so I might just take this one and put it on my master, because that's the more important toilet to me. It's exactly the same, except for this lid's not red. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to steal this one and put it on that one, because usually if you get something that's just like it, and you can also see that this one has a good bit of crud down there. I think I'll wash it out. I've already, hope that's not leaking. I'm going to have to replace this. I believe that froze. It's got a little leak. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I have some drywall here. Oh, this is another nice little nifty thing that happened when I was in here working. I dropped a picture and knocked off the toilet doohickey, the toilet paper. So, let's see, I've got this sheet that I was using. I'll just use this, it's fairly dry. I've got to get that off because it's leaking from the valve that comes out of the wall. Then we've got this other nice little number over here. My disposal seemed to be leaking, and I've taken that off and replaced it. However, I'm not sure I've got a really tight fit on that. It seems like it's still got a little leak. I'll get to that, but right now it's not the worst of my problems. Oh, that goes, let me go back to this bathroom. I didn't finish quite in here because I didn't put the little doohickey back on, but I do have water. This, it's also leaking. I don't know. I'll get to this one too. It's not the most important. I don't use this bathroom really. I'll just turn that off for now. Turn off the water. I'll put that back together. I think that part's going to be fine. But it could be that the drain is plugged up with some minerals and stuff, and I have not. That's, again, not my biggest priority. The sink in the kitchen is pretty big, but for right now, it's not doing damage. I don't see anything coming from the wall, under the wall. However, the dishwasher has also decided not to work very well. It is, well, I ran it yesterday. It doesn't smell good. Somehow it's not draining well. And I don't think that's right. But when I opened it, it had water standing in it, and I had not run it. And I had recently, only maybe the last year, changed the water inlet valve, so I don't believe it's that. In the kitchen, I have already removed this and did not, although there was some mineral stuff in it, it, as you can see, does not have even, oh, it does right now. So at times it doesn't even have enough power to keep the diffuser portion of the sink on. So anyway, I am manually doing dishes. Also, I thought I did not have hot water to this sink. It was coming in so slow that I boiled some water and put it in there and left this on to cool it off a little bit. And as I left it on long enough, it actually got warm. It just takes a long time because it's running so slow. Yeah, gotta eat, man. So I guess that's got, and I'm not even working on the outside stuff except for my swimming pool, this magic valve number right here. I really need to get this. It goes on one of the check valves. And when I turned on the pool, water was shooting out of it. And they did not have one at Leslie's pools. But I did find one online, but they didn't give me a 3D look at it. And I'm not really fond of taking this spring out and putting it on a brand new check valve. So I'm going to have to deal with that, or I can't run my pool, and it's probably going to take over and start getting scummy. Yeah, I finished up that milk. I have some nice things here that I was already working with that came off the pool. Oh, this is nice. I taped up my radiant barrier just to conserve some heat. But I think that's going to be it for in the house. So I took some damage to all of my sinks, all of my bathrooms, 2 of my toilets out of 3 so far. And I thought my master was working, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And then my heat doesn't work, which is why I was dangerously living by the fireplace. Yeah, nasty mop, not enough water pressure. And plus I like to use a lot of bleach, so I am too busy doing a lot of stuff. I'm going to probably just buy another mop head. Actually, another mop, because the handle came off of that. And I think that's it for the major damage in my house. I'll probably start with the toilet and the tub if the part comes in, and go from there. I'll video and try to learn to edit. Have a great day.